down on the axle's busting on the engine's cracked too, man. The old head dig gasket's blowing them down, just piece of junk, man.
It doesn't even have wheels.
Is this even a vehicle?
We've found
Mason's truck.
So I got the Cummins shoved inside. First thing, I don't know if I ever had the fuel pump working on it, so I'm gonna get my power probe, see if I can hotwire the fuel pump, just see if it's gonna work, because if that's not working, then that's probably one of my problem of why I couldn't get it running. So I think I'm just gonna play around with it, see if I can delete some of the things I don't need at this moment, get them out of the way, just so I can play around with some things. And because I want to try and hotwire the ECM and the PCM, because they only really need about 8 wires, I think, on these 24 valves to run the engine and transmission. Like a lot of the other stuff is just, you don't particularly need it. So I'm going to try and delete a lot of the factory stuff, because I don't really need most of it, I don't think. So I'm going to show you guys, if you stick your power probe, your negative lead on the ones that are black side, positive lead on the other side. You can tell that's how your lift pump's working. You can hear it starting to chug now a little bit. I don't know how good the battery is that I have the probe hooked up to, but so the lift pump's working. I'm gonna delete this whole fuse box thing. So basically, this, I don't have the PCM actually hooked up to it, but this is your PCM harness, and then your main ECM harness is this one here. There's a 10mm bolt that plugs into your fuse box, and I believe this is the one that contains all the wires I need to power up the ECM. And then I think I gotta tap in. No, I think that'll contain what I need to get the VP44 powered up as well. And I believe I think there's 4 wires on this guy. I think they're all on this black plug here. And there might be one ground you got to power up on one of these. And then there's, I think, 5 or 6 wires on this guy that need to be powered up to power up the ECM and the VP44. And then you still have to have your regular positive and negative terminals with power to your starter. And then I believe I might just need to jump the starter itself with a power probe, or just have a jump wire to just touch the positive for now, just to get it running. I'm probably just going to do a grid heater delete for now until I can figure out how to run the grid heater without the in-cab controls, because it's wired through the fuse box, and I just want to delete the whole Dodge fuse box. So these are plugs out of the, these are wires that come out of the ECM plug where it plug into the fuse box. I've got the 2 red and white wires plugged in, the green and black and brown and white, and then there's 4 black and brown ground wires. I don't know if all 4 need to be grounded, but I just grounded all 4. So now when I plug in this blue power wire running them all, let me just get it shoved in here. This is all just temporary. So when I stick that in there, and then this is my start wire. And you can hear the fuel pump running in the background. Let me just kick my booster up a couple amps here. We'll see if she'll fire up. I don't know if this battery has enough amps, but just let her, probably gonna let her charge for a bit. I'm gonna see if I can crack a couple lines and see if I'm getting fuel and go from there. So on these Cummins, every time you bump the starter, like if you're trying to prime it, you'll wanna bump the starter and it'll let the lift pump run for about 30 seconds or so. And I think my problem whenever I had it hooked up on the truck is maybe the lift pump wasn't running, so see, then you hear the lift pump kick on. So I'm hoping this baby will start for me. Let's give her a try here. Nothing yet. I'll pump run for a sec. For another go. So I just took a 17 mil, cracked this guy. This is the outside of the, like the out towards the VP44. So I got fuel there. So I'm assuming there's fuel at the VP44. So I think we just gotta keep trying her here. And I got one injector cracked. I got the number 1 injector cracked just to see if there's anything making it through the VP. So I'm gonna run the pump again a couple times.
Sucker!
Fucking A. So that was my goal, just to get it running today anyway. It's the first time I've ever actually seen it run. I'm pretty fucking excited right now.
Cause I'm as hard as a diamond in an ice storm right now.
It did need a little bit of help from some ether, but it does run. That's the biggest thing. I think whenever I had it actually in the truck, I think all of that Dodge bullshit there, I think a lot of it was probably causing a lot of draw on it, and that's why I couldn't keep a charge. And the fact that I don't have very good batteries to begin with. But anyway, thanks for watching.